Hey Hybrid family, welcome back to another Mindset Matters video. In today's video, I want to give you some journal prompts or just general questions that I would like you to ask yourself as we enter about a month into this pandemic. For some of you, your lifestyles have changed drastically. For some of you, maybe not so much, but either way, this sort of experience is a great opportunity to look inward and reflect and see what has come up for us, see what we've realized about ourselves, and what we've learned about having this new lifestyle. So the first question I would have you ask is, what has changed about your day-to-day life now compared to before the pandemic? Okay, so be really detailed. What does your morning routine look like? What are your responsibilities? Who are you with all day? Those sorts of things before all of this and also now. And then I want you to go after that and ask yourself, what have you really been enjoying about this new lifestyle or this new day-to-day that you have? Have you realized that, you're like, man, I really enjoy, getting X amount of sleep when before I was only getting 4 hours of sleep and now I'm getting 8 and I'm really enjoying that. Or wow, I'm really enjoying all this quality time with my family or my spouse or my significant other. Anything goes, right? And on that same side, I want you to think about, what haven't you enjoyed about this experience or this new day-to-day life? What is it that you aren't enjoying? Is it that you miss your commute because it was your only chance to catch up on the latest podcast or the news or listen to your radio station? What have you realized that you really missed about your previous life, we'll say? And what are some things that you just realize you really don't like about what you're doing now day to day? And then from there, I want you to really pinpoint what priorities have come up for you. Maybe you've really realized that you want to prioritize working out more because now you've had the time. You've worked out maybe 5-6 days a week, whereas before you thought you only had time for 2 to 3. But you realize, oh my gosh, I feel so much better when I work out every day. I want to continue that once this is all over. Or maybe you want to prioritize spending more time with your significant other. You've realized that has really helped your relationship. Or maybe you want to prioritize having a social job because you come home and maybe you live alone and you realize your job was your place to be social. Anything like that. And then think about how you can carry forth all of the things that you like or want to prioritize. How can you carry that through once this is all over? How can you carry that into your new normal? And maybe write some action steps on how you can do that. The other thing would be thinking about what you've learned about yourself. So what have you learned about yourself when it comes to working out? Oh gosh, man, I really realized that working out with other people is what makes me put in the effort. When I'm doing my home workouts by myself, I realize I really do need the people around me to help me stay motivated. Otherwise, I just don't really put in that much effort. Or I've really learned that I don't deal with change very easily, and this has actually been a really hard experience. Or I've learned about, you can learn about how you communicate with others. Maybe you and your coworkers have had to enter this new territory together and problem solve and adapt, and that can provide a lot of self-reflection and learning for you guys as a group as well. What can you take away from that experience? These are all just questions that you can ask yourself and just reflect on. What do you want to carry through once this is all over? What are some positives that you've learned about yourself? How do you want to come out of this situation, right? And what can you do about it? Making some action steps. And if there's any questions that you can think of that you think are a great thing to ask yourself during a situation like this, leave them below. I think it would be cool for us to share some other questions that we could ask, and what have you learned about yourself? You can share that below as well. That'd be really cool. But yeah, great chance to look inwards and learn about yourself. This is a great opportunity to, craft things, move things around, fix things, and yeah, come out of this way better.